Okay, this is question 22 on the non-calculator paper. A lot of stuff here, right, quite a long question. I'm just showing part A for this, and that's worth 3 marks. So let's read the question first. That's really important. Make sure you take your time, read the question. The diagram shows a patio in the shape of a rectangle, and there's the diagram there. The shape of a rectangle, the length is 3.6 meters, the width is 3 meters. The patio is 3.6 meters long and 3 meters wide. Matthew is going to cover the patio in paving slabs. Each slab is going to be a square of side 60 centimeters. So he's going to cover the whole of the inside of this rectangle, right? This rectangle represents the patio, with square-sided slabs, each of them 60 centimeters. Matthew buys 32 paving slabs. Does Matthew, so question part A, does Matthew buy enough paving slabs to cover the patio? You must show all your working. Now that's really important, showing all the workings, because they're going to give you marks for that. Now, there are a couple of important things here in this question to pick up as you're reading through the question, right? The length and width of the patio are given in meters, but the side of the slab is given in centimeters. So that means you need to do a conversion between units. You need to know to begin with that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So you need to use that to begin with so that you could put all the units the same. So how we're going to go about that is we're going to change, I'm going to change meters into centimeters. You could do it the other way around. You could change the centimeters into meters, but I think it will be easier changing the meters into centimeters. So that's 3.6 meters. If I times it by 100, that's going to be 360 centimeters. And that 3 meters there, if I times that by 100, that's going to be 300 centimeters. Now what that tells me is that the length of the patio is 360 centimeters and the width of the patio is 300 centimeters. What I could do is find out how many of these 60 centimeter sided paving slabs are going to fit along there and along there. So along the length, I'll need 360 divided by 60 paving slabs, and then along the width, I'll need 300 divided by 60 paving slabs. So that's to work out how many slabs would be going across and how many slabs would be going along the width here. 360 divided by 60. Now you need to know your 6 times tables. Counting through your 6 times tables, 6 times 6 is 36. So 6 times 60 would give me 360. So that's 6 slabs along there. And 300 divided by 60, again going through your 6 times tables, 60 times 5 is going to be 300. So I need 5 slabs going that way. What that means in the picture up here is across there you'll have 6 slabs, and along the width I'll have 5 slabs. So Matthew will need 6 times 5, 30 slabs. Right, so you'll need 30 paving slabs. Go back to the question. Does Matthew buy enough slabs to cover the patio? He bought 32. So your answer to this question is Matthew has bought enough paving slabs to cover the patio. Yeah, because he's bought 32, he needs 30, so he does have enough to cover the patio. And this is one method of doing it. I think this is one of the easier methods of doing it. You could have done it in several different ways. You could have worked out areas and divided the area of the patio by the area of a single slab. Or you could have changed the units into meters and done it in a similar way. But this is a pretty straightforward way of working this out and thinking about the problem. And as you can see, there's a lot of writing in the question, but if you break it down into simple stages, you can get your answer to this. Okay, going on to part B now. In part B, they've said the paving slabs cost £8.63 each. Work out the total cost of 32 paving slabs. So what they want you to do here is a multiplication. What you really need to work out is £8.63 times 32. Right? Now there are various ways in which you could do it. And most people seem to prefer the box method for this. 863 times 32. Now, if I'm using the box method for this, I am going to set it out in a clear way. Now, 8.63 times 32. Well, to begin with, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do 863 times 32. And then I'll put the decimal point in. Right? 863 is 863. And I'm going to times that by 32. Right? So 3 times 8 is 24. And there's 3 zeros there. 3 times 6 is 18. And there are 2 zeros attached to that. So that's 1800. And 30 times 3 is 90. 3 times 3 is 9, and add the extra 0 on there. So make sure you got all of that, especially those 3 zeros there. 3 times 8 is 24, and there's 1, 2, 3 zeros that I've added on there. Now I'm going to do the 2. 2 times 8 is 16, and there are 2 zeros with the 800 there, none with the 2. 2 times 6 is 12, and there's just 1 0 there, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now, all I need to do is to add all 3 of these numbers here. Now, could go off to one side and do an addition, a long addition, or you could work your way systematically through all of these. So that's 24,000. Added to 1,800, that's 25,800. Added on to 90, that's going to be 25,890. Well, as I said, you could have actually written them all down at the side and added them all up. I'm just doing it over here. I'm adding all 3 of those. I'm adding all 3 of these now. That's 1,600. Added to 120, that's 1,720. Added on to the 6 is 1,726. I'm going to write it down properly underneath this, 1,726. I don't know if you could see, I've lined up all of these, so hundreds, tens, units, thousands, I've lined them all up, and now I'm going to add these. 0 add 6 is 6, 9 add 2 is 11, carry 1. 8 and 1 is 9, and 7. 8 add 1 is 9. 9 add 7 is 16. Carry 1. 1 add the 5 is 6. And 1 is 7. And then carry that 2 down. So what does that give me? 27,616. However, remember this, right? When I was doing this question, it was £8.63. There's 2 decimal places in here, no decimal places in there, so I need to put that decimal point back 2 places in here. So that's £276.16. So there's a lot of stuff in that question. Just need to take your time, and it's a long multiplication. It's a long multiplication using the box method. So there you go. A lot of marks in here, 6 marks altogether in this whole question. Take your time and you'll get the marks.